Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Just got the brakes fixed on my car today.
You did? You haven't even left the office.
I didn't need to. I got a guy who picks up my car and drops it off when it's done.
Well, who's your guy?
Graham Tire. They have pickup and delivery service at all 5 of their Lincoln locations.
Schedule your service online on the Pickup and Delivery tab at GrahamTireLincoln.com. That's GrahamTireLincoln.com. Let us do the running. Some limitations apply. See store for details.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Hey guys, this is former UFC fighter and mixed martial artist Anthony Lionheart Smith. The Upside Bar and Lounge in South Lincoln is the go-to spot for every UFC event, prelims, and main card. There's never a cover, so make sure you get there early and stay late. Upside Bar and Lounge has daily specials, a margarita club, and a taco club. And don't forget, they just added Buzz Bowls to their menu. Learn more about upcoming events by visiting UpsideBarLNK.com and stop into their South Lincoln location for every UFC event on 27th and Pine Lake.
If you're tired of the dieting circuit paradox but still want to look, feel, and perform better, you need to get to Nutrition Authority and ask about our nutrition coaching featuring LifeBase. LifeBase takes the complex world of nutrition and makes it simple with real results that last. Stop in to learn more or check us out at mynutritionauthority.com.
Welcome into Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now here are your hosts, Jeff and Nicole Essink.
All right, welcome into the Fitness Fanatics. It is February 15th. It's shaping up to be a beautiful day here in Lincoln. Yesterday, Valentine's Day. Harrison, did you do anything?
Yeah, I watched Husker basketball, then I watched Husker baseball.
Okay.
Played a little bit of college football, 25 with my friends, because he also didn't have a date for Valentine's Day. I had a great time.
We also watched basketball and baseball in our house.
We
What
did.
more could you ask for on Valentine's Day? Is that not the most romantic thing?
Well, yesterday it was Nicole and I. This is our 30th Valentine's Day together. And you know,
I think when you're married, the game changes a little bit, right?
Yeah, we went out to lunch.
We did go out to lunch, and we were just stuffed beyond.
Oh my gosh!
Where'd you guys go?
We went to El Potrero.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So it was
so much food. We could have just shared one thing.
We could,
and I brought half of mine home, and I was still full for the rest of the day.
But yeah, we watched the basketball game, and then Ben was like, we were talking about the Iowa Purdue game, and Nicole's like, when did our house start? When did it become a basketball house? Like, why are we watching just random basketball games now? Because
I know I was watching Ohio State, and who are they playing? I can't remember right now, but I think it's happened now that Nebraska basketball is good.
You're watching
a lot more.
Yeah,
sizing yourself up constantly.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, now obviously Nebraska has to be good in football for us to watch football games on Saturdays, but you know, it does make it more intriguing. Like, you know, we're checking out Iowa Purdue, see how that looks. And so we went down and took a nap after the Husker game, and then I got up, you know, around 4 to start watching the Iowa Purdue game, and then she's just still laying in bed till like 5:30. She finally got up.
Well, and then you were trying to get me to watch something with you, and I was like, I thought you were watching basketball. I just didn't even want to come upstairs.
And we did.
I famously do not enjoy watching basketball because I can't stand the squeaking shoes. And I thought we were out of basketball, but
we just got a text.
We did.
It's not a good text.
We did get a text.
Oh.
And this is, I don't know who this is, but this is a loyal listener because this says, please be more consistent about uploading the podcast.
All right.
We still don't have January 25th or February 8th. Now, who's dropping the ball there?
I need to have a meeting myself.
Is that Helen?
That's what it sounds like.
I don't know. It's just 2,
Helen's
3, 3,
usually
1.
too busy on Sunday, so I'd be
Helen's
surprised if it was
probably
Helen.
at her church service right now.
What did I literally just say?
Okay.
Were you listening?
We said, is that Helen?
It.
And then you said, no, she's busy.
I said Helen's probably too busy to be texting in.
Well, I'll do it myself today, and then we'll get that fix going forward for our loyal listeners. It's
Whoever
good, though. This is good.
Yeah.
It's nice when you get that. As much as it
Thank
sucks,
you.
it's nice that people care and want this weekly production.
You
So
can
we will
also
get
go
that
back on YouTube and watch it too. You can
fixed.
listen
but
on
I understand
YouTube. But I know
the gripe because YouTube, they make you. I think the premium, you have to
That's
download
true.
it. Otherwise, as soon as you lock your phone screen, it
That's
shuts
true.
off.
You're right. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't
So I
listen to
understand
it like
the
it's a.
gripe there.
We have premium, so I forget that they did that.
It's so annoying.
So diabolical.
But it's worth the $15 a month that we pay. But that's how they.
We use it for other things too, though. So we have to have it for our business also.
So we appreciate the text. It's good. People are
Yes,
fired
thank
up.
you.
They want their podcast. I mean,
My question to this listener is: do you listen to the first hour, or do you just only listen to the second hour
that's a
of the
good question.
podcast?
Well, obviously,
When you're listening to the podcast, because usually it's separated into at least 2 segments. But just curious.
Well, it depends. If this is a sports fan, then they listen to all of it. Got to get my hot sports takes.
Yep.
Speaking of that, so yeah, we watched Iowa Purdue blowout, right?
Well, and part of the reason you're watching is because you and Ben are going to the Nebraska-Iowa basketball
There we
game
go.
The least surprising text I got all week.
We're heading to Iowa City Tuesday night to watch Husker basketball. This is my first ever road basketball game I've ever been to. In fact, I've only been to like 4 basketball games my entire life. First road game, I thought, let's go out there, wear the red, represent the Huskers.
You'll be followed by a lot of other Huskers following you down there. It should be a good crowd travel.
And I bought my tickets Wednesday morning after we lost to Purdue, because I was like, I remember last week I said, well, if we beat Purdue, we're gonna go. And then I'm just like, you know what? I'm not gonna let a missed free throw determine if I'm gonna go to this game.
Yeah, I don't think when you thought that if we lost, we weren't going to go. I don't think you thought that was the loss that was going to be the determining factor.
And to be honest, when we were down by 22, I thought, well, I'll save some money. I won't be going. I'll be fine. But then after how the game transpired and, losing in overtime and
Spillgate.
That play was the way I compare it is like you're watching a football game and you just hold the team, right? You're down 2 points, 90 seconds. All you need is a field goal. They're punting. The punt goes up and you muff the punt. And the other team recovers and you don't even get to see what happens.
Yeah, that's a good analogy because you still got to have the offensive drive to go get it.
Right.
You still got to make the shot for Jamarcus Lawrence, but it's like it really hurts when
you just
don't even get the attempt.
I know. You want those 3 seconds and the ball's in the air to just feel right? Make or miss. You have that moment where you're just, oh my gosh, there's the ball in the air. And we didn't get in it, and it just sucked.
And everyone was going to slip on that part because then Berkay Berukengel came over to help, and then he slipped, and then Sam Hoiberg was coming over to help, and he kind of slipped. And I don't know if you noticed in the Northwestern game, doubled up the Mott boys on both ends.
Ben said that he thought it was from a Husker fan throwing.
It was.
beer.
There's an investigation.
Okay.
So don't be the hooligans.
No kidding.
Control yourself at basketball
Come
games.
on.
Don't throw beers at opposing teams' benches.
Right.
Or whatever it was. That infuriated me once I realized it was one of our own.
Which makes so much more sense,
yourself.
honestly. Yeah.
Get in there.
By the way,
the floor.
my biggest concern was you driving to Iowa City with your blood clot, and I'm seeing your knee right now because you have your leg bent. So extend that leg, get it straight, please.
Straight.
If you want me to have any belief that you're actually going to stop and move around and not be in the car for
I will.
4.5 hours straight.
We'll send text. Well, I'm going to stop in Des Moines, obviously, because I have some stuff to do
on the way back home.
Yeah. Well, we're going to stop back in Des Moines, get some machine shed on our way out of town.
Okay. Wow.
I'm good.
Okay.
It's sometimes like now with my leg, I don't really have any pain.
That's why I have to be extra diligent, or the other one too, like
vigilant. Now you got me. Got tongue twister.
Vigilant.
Okay. Yeah, I think you could say vigilant.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vigilant.
We have another text that says, spoiler here, Jeff's bad luck continues Tuesday night. Go Hawks. I have yet to see a men's victory in any sport over Iowa yet. In person.
That's a crazy stat.
But it's breaking Tuesday night. I can feel it.
You never went to in the volleyball game when they play Iowa? Just do that.
That's what he's done.
Oh, man.
Yes, that's the only win
Baseball?
that he's seeing.
0 for 1. In fact, then I went to the wrestling. 0 for 1.
Iowa's just lucky they don't have a
bowling team.
Yeah, bowling or whatever else. So that's
they might. I don't know.
But I was really
Nebraska's the only one in the Big Ten.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I sat there Wednesday morning in the gym and I was like, because Ben just rolled that he just got home from work like in overtime.
Oh gosh.
Or from school in overtime. And so we had gone downstairs. So we were watching the game, but we were in bed. And then he got home. So I'm like, okay, I better go upstairs. So I was upstairs watching it with him. And it's like when Lawrence slipped, like he looked more depressed and sad in that moment than he did when the Ravens missed their field goal to go to the playoffs. And I was just like, he is super bummed. Like we're both
very
just like,
invested.
We're both just like, what the? I mean, it's like you're just what happened.
Can't make this up.
Yeah, and then Wednesday morning, I'm sitting there. I'm like, okay, I kind of have a fear of missing out, right? So we can beat Iowa there. Price Sanford, my boy from Waukee, can break the all-time 3-point record in Iowa City against his former team. I want to see all that stuff happen. And I've been to Kinnick Stadium, so I've been in the Lions den before, and I had people giving me the finger. And
also, people were nice. Also.
Oh yeah, they were nice.
Right.
Nobody kicked me like Husker fans did during the USC games. I didn't have anything like that, but and it's just I listen to early break, and Coach Bush is always like, this could be a once in a lifetime season, right? So just go, go to a game, and so we're going.
I think your biggest FOMO right now is not being there to see the reaction when Price is announced as a starter for Nebraska. Right. And you want to be there for that.
I want to hear the boos in my ear, and I want to clap. Oh, it's
you think they'll boo?
Yeah. Probably.
He
did leave.
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
Transfer.
They have the right to have feelings. I do have to tell you, Harrison, because Ben was watching the game on his phone on the way home. He had it on his phone on the way home from school. And literally as who missed the field goal?
So Rinkmass missed the free throw. Yeah.
What did I say? Field goal?
Said field goal, yes.
I know. Because I was trying to think of who it was. So then
Rinkmass.
So as he missed that, his phone died. And so then he's like, oh my gosh, what's happening? So he turns his radio to the ticket. And this is when it's going into overtime. And he has no idea what's happening. And you were on break for a long time because you were probably trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, we were just
scrambling because it was supposed to go to post show. Right.
And then overtime hits. And then you're like, all right, well, we got to add a little bit more time to the clock.
So Ben's like, Harrison, he's stressing out.
He was waiting for you to give him an update.
Oh, I would have loved to hop on air right then and there.
I know.
But I
was
unfortunately didn't get to.
Waiting until you came back on and said, we're going to overtime. And then he ended up getting home to see the overtime, obviously. But it was funny.
Yeah.
And he didn't know.
He didn't know, you can actually turn it to 1400 and listen.
Yeah,
he hasn't. His radio's really weird in his car too. He has an older car, so sometimes
it's
he
tough
can't.
too. Because I not only got to watch it, people don't understand. If I go on air during the game, I can't broadcast the game.
Right.
Otherwise, DP gets a big fat fine.
Yeah.
Right.
So you can't just go on there and
you can't just switch it.
Yeah, I can't just go it's overtime. Well, I'll just kind of talk about the game as it's going down live. Otherwise, DP gets fined and I get a tough meeting.
Right.
A tough meeting.
It was more just he didn't know what happened. Did we lose? Did they go to overtime? Was there a buzzer beater? He had no idea what happened.
So I I just went online. I found some tickets. We're in the 11th row from the court. I bought them for $100 a piece, and I thought maybe they went down a little bit because we lost. So ticket prices dropped. So yesterday I was on looking at tickets just because I wanted to show Ben like where we were sitting because we were watching the Iowa game, and 2 rows directly below me, this person was selling those tickets for $396 a ticket.
I think you only said $300 when you told me last.
And I bought mine for $100.
That's a great price.
2 rows above, and I think they went up because Nebraska won. So they're thinking, oh well, we're gonna sucker these Husker fans and paying big bucks.
And you don't think it's even going to be sold out? You said
no, this was Saturday was their first sellout in 2 years.
Wow, jeez.
And they lost. They were down by 30 at one point.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
So Tuesday night, 8 p.m. It might not be a great crowd, but I'll be there. It's gonna be awesome. We're staying.
I'll be here for the post game. You also got Ben saying that technically you did witness a win. He said we saw half a win for that baseball game.
Yeah. So our son texted in.
Oh, the basketball game.
Baseball.
Oh, I thought it was basketball.
No, he said, for the record, Nebraska beat Iowa in baseball game.
Did you leave?
Okay, no, here's what happened.
Better or not.
So Sunday, we were going to go to the Iowa-Nebraska baseball game on a Sunday 2 years ago. Well, the Saturday game got rained out in like the 8th inning. So when we got there, we watched the 8th and 9th inning of the game Nebraska won. So he said technically that counts as a win.
I think with the desperation that you're in, I'd also slide that in as a win. Yeah.
So Nebraska closed them out Sunday afternoon, and then the entire game we were there for, we lost. But the Iowa had their ace pitcher who's now in the major leagues. So that was just kind of a, we weren't really going to win that. So
I guess, down, how about that Husker baseball team? 2-0.
Yeah, and so Nicole gets even more irritated last night because she's watching curling.
Curling is interesting, and remember,
the Americans.
We have had UNL Curling Club on. We're invested. We've done curling before.
We've swept.
Yeah.
So we're watching the U.S. and Germany in curling,
which I don't even know what happened.
It was a preliminary match, right? It's not even a medal or gold medal or silver.
I wasn't irritated. This is you're wrong. But
so,
go ahead.
So Ben figures out how to watch we have the MLB app on our smart TV.
Oh, nice.
So we pulled it up, and there we had Husker baseball on. It's because Ben is friends with Jeter, the catcher, went to school together at East, and so he knows him really well and friends with him. So we was like, oh, there's Jeter. Like
that's cool.
When we get it on there, it was when they had the bases loaded, and then they hit a 3-run.
I think was it Overbeek? I can't remember who hit.
Well, this was Northeastern hit.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And so they throw it to home plate because Ben wasn't sure if it was Jeter or not because the camera angle's so far back you can't really see.
It's criminal, the TV angles that they have on it sometimes.
And then I was like, dropped by Worthley.
Oopsie.
I was like, Ben, you need to send Jeter a message right now. And we were watching this game, and he needs to not drop that ball at home plate.
No, we're watching curling. A couple passive-aggressive comments are being had in the living room, and I'm like, it's fine.
Passive-aggressive.
Just change it to the baseball game, and then after all that, he's like, "Are you sure?"
Because Ben pulled it up on his phone, and he's like giving me the play-by-play. He's like, Jeter's at the plate, and I was like, well, we can't really turn it. Your mom's watching curling. So then after a couple minutes,
passive-aggressive.
I don't care. You can turn the baseball game on.
Are you sure?
Yeah. So, we had Husker baseball on, which I saw us the first time they're 2-0 since 2018. I think I saw that this morning.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy.
Well, they always play.
It's always tough out of the gate.
Yeah.
That they go to these
because they don't even get to play at home for the first month of the season, which is just that's how northern teams are for everybody, which kind of sucks. So he's invested. He knows some players on the team that went to East. So he was pretty fired up about that. And he's a big baseball guy.
It should be fun. Already. I think it's tonight at 6:30 again. MLB Network again. They got Grand Canyon, which sucks. I do not have MLB Network, so I found the East Stream.
So you have to. So Ben, he has it because for the last 3 years he's bought the MLB pass for the Orioles.
Nice.
Only the Orioles. So he had to log in. So you have, I don't know if it's free, And then, but yeah, he just logged in and we had it.
No, it's not free.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway,
Also, shout out to the residents at the Legacy.
I'm sure they're listening.
70th and Van Dorn, because on Thursday is when I work at that location in their fitness room, and we were watching the Husker women play softball against LSU in the Clearwater Invitational. So I got to watch some of that.
Yeah, they're looking good. I mean, same thing. Really, really tough competition. Probably even tougher. So they're sitting there at 5-4.
I looked at that this morning because I saw they were 5-4. They've played number 1 Texas twice, which they split.
The number 1 this year's ranked.
Yeah.
team.
So they played number 1 Texas. They beat like number 12 Georgia. They beat Texas, who's number 1. They played Tennessee, who's ranked. They're ranked. I can't remember what they're ranked. And you know who they played today, Harrison? The current number 1 team in the country, Texas Tech, who's 11-0.
Wow.
I mean, it's crazy that they're just bam, 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 bam. It's ridiculous. But the reason they have to do that is because in the Big Ten, it's not really known as a softball conference.
Same thing with baseball.
Yeah. So you have to win those. Yeah. You have to schedule tough out of conference to help your RPI. So even though they've lost 4 games, I mean, they've lost to the number 1 team in the country. I mean, so they have good losses and they have great wins. So imagine if they beat Texas Tech today, and now you could say, well, we're 6-4, but we have 2 wins over number 1 team in the country. So they want to host a regional, and the only way they're going to do that is to schedule hard out of conference. Listen, I sound like I'm a softball savant, which I'm really not.
Because you read an article this morning.
Kind of.
Yeah.
So that's just listening to shows and stuff like that.
Yeah, you're right. I was listening to Will Bold too. I mean, that's the same thing with baseball. You're in the Big Ten. If you want any chance of hosting a regional, you better schedule tough early, because you're just very likely not going to get it once the Big Ten schedule sets in.
Well, and don't lose like
to Omaha
on a Wednesday night
or Creighton
on a Wednesday night, right? Kind of those mid-season type things. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on. Husker wrestling won Friday. I think
Friday. They looked great too on the road versus Illinois.
Yeah, Friday night they won. Yep. So they're kind of on a roll. So.
Antrell Taylor's got another top 10 win. Antrell Taylor's starting to look like a guy. They're talking about him again like they say he's back. He never really left. He had like one bad week down there at Nationals in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
But he's just as good as ever, and he's just starting to rack up top 10 wins. I think they got who's it next? Utah Valley. I'm missing maybe one team in there. Oh, today, Indiana. 11 a.m. Okay. So they got that one. We'll have the post. I'll actually be on the post game for that one. And we got Ridge Lovett and Caleb Smith joining me for that. So
you get a lot of inside information.
It is cool. I've really gotten to enjoy that wrestling program more and more, especially when you get to know like Coach Mark Manning. You're like, why aren't all our coaches like this? You feel like they'd all be incredibly successful when you kind of like get a guy like Mark Manning who you can see just really, really loves it. I mean, you could probably pay him nickels and he'd do it for this program for how much he cares.
Well, and the worst duel that they've had in the last month was the one I was at.
Why did you keep bringing that up?
Against Iowa.
Could be worse though. I was watching Ohio State, Penn State wrestling, and that's like, it was like 1v2.
Yeah. It was
Ohio State got dog walked. And this was a year a lot of people are thinking Ohio State, like they might actually give Penn State a run for their money. I was watching, not yesterday, but a couple days ago on that Friday, and their only guy who got a win was Mendez, and he's won 2 championships already. Everybody else just took really tough losses, and Penn State ran away with it. So if you're looking at that and you're looking at how Nebraska wrestled Penn State,
we wrestled them the best.
Yeah, you're like, okay. Yeah. So the Iowa one really hurts, but I don't think it was a good showing of who we really are. That Penn State one was good. Northwestern 47-0 on senior day. Now Illinois, like we're starting to see some pretty consistent dominance.
Well, and again, like we've talked about before, you don't remember. Nobody knows what their dual record was last year, right? No. You just remember they had 2 national champions, finished second in the NCAAs, and that's what you remember. You don't. They lost to Illinois. I mean, because they did lose to UNI last year in a duel.
Yeah, and that early. Those were around the same time that like Tulsa this year was around. Like you're gonna have those. Right. The Iowa one's tough too, but then you go look at Iowa, and then they choked versus Minnesota after us, and nobody had that on their bingo card. So it's the same thing as football. Like you're just not gonna get an easy opponent in the Big Ten. Like even Northwestern, who we destroyed, like it's still the Big Ten. They got dudes. Illinois, same thing. They had some top 10 guys. The score looks great, but it's tough.
Well, and speaking of Northwestern basketball, they play everybody tough. Like, think about how, I mean, they had to lead over Michigan by 15 points, and they ended up losing. Can't remember how much they lost by, but I know Northwestern.
It was double digits.
Yeah, but they had a big lead over them. They played at Iowa tough. And we played so bad yesterday.
Oh, it was tough.
You play so bad, and you win by 19.
I was waiting
that's
for
amazing.
Fred Hoiberg to punch another whiteboard, because I was like, yeah, we are so much better than I say we. Those guys are putting in the work. I'm just sitting on the couch watching. But you could see they were frustrated with the amount of turnovers that they had, and they did clean it up in that second half. But if we want to talk about being a real Final Four team, they can't. They know this. Like, those turnovers are going to kill them.
Our son texted the show again. He said, if we play our worst game on Tuesday versus Iowa and they storm the court, we are genuinely never going to a game again. So he's laid down the law. maybe we'll storm the court. Ben and I.
We'll just have to start putting posters of Jeff Essink's face around our stadiums.
Wanted, like,
here
do not allow in.
Like, do not let in the doors.
Yep.
I know it's not really my fault, but
I'm starting to think if they storm the court, I might think that it might actually be.
And Iowa fans will storm the court because they storm for everything. They beat team. They just they like.
We
to storm
are
and
a
this and that.
team that you beat us. You earned a court storm, though. I feel
We're
like
top
Nebraska basketball.
What, you beat
court
top 10
stormed
this year.
I know that'd be crazy, and we should be ranked in the top 10.
I think so. Yeah.
Because a lot of teams in front of us lost during the week. Arizona has back-to-back losses. Kansas lost by 20 to Iowa State. Iowa State lost to TCU earlier. I mean, Houston lost. Everybody kind of in front of us. Illinois lost. So we should probably be right around 7, 8, 9.
Has Miami, Ohio lost yet?
No, they're still undefeated.
That is crazy.
But they're like projected to be like an 11th seed because they've really beaten nobody.
But yeah, I mean, you go look at in the teams that they stay undefeated against, like they, some of them are overtime. But it is incredible. I mean, you're definitely worth the salt if you stay undefeated. I don't care who you're playing. That's consistent basketball. They'll give somebody a run for their money for sure when they get to the tournament.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to go to break. Come stay right with us. 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now. In our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Hi, Charlie Stone here, and joining me is Andy Goodyear with Honda of Lincoln. Before I bring Andy on, we want to wish you joy, success, and good health in 2026. Andy, are you there?
Yes, I am, Charlie. And by the way, that was well said.
Andy, I know you want to kick off 2026 with a bang. What's going on at the dealership?
We got a lot going on here, Charlie. We have incredible savings on every new remaining 2025, New Year's savings on every new 2026, special low long-term financing, and special lease rates. The biggest news is we have more than 400 new 2025 and 2026 Hondas to choose from.
How about pre-owned?
We have over 125 pre-owned and certified pre-owned Hondas right now, with prices starting at under $10,000, and we have special low rates.
Well, maybe it's time you experience the best. The Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
The best barbecue deal in town is at Hog Wild. We're serving up a $5.99 meal deal that includes a one-meat sandwich, your favorite classic side, and a drink, all for just $5.99. Craving brisket? Upgrade to our tender, slow-smoked beef brisket for only $1.50 more. Join us for lunch or dinner, or order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway, Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
There are so many realtors in Lincoln and Omaha, but don't get overwhelmed by all the no-names, plus all the different companies. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Real Estate is your go-to option, whether buying or selling residential, luxury, leasing, investment properties, or commercial property, small or large. Ben's team offers decades of experience, unbeatable customer service, and promises to fully protect your interests throughout the entire transaction. Call 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group of BHHS Ambassador Real Estate.
Oh, honey, I love the first few months of a new year.
Why?
I get a chance to shovel.
You hate to shovel.
Not snow, cash. The Nebraska Lottery's Cash Blast promotion is back. Buy a 2x2 ticket and get a voucher. Enter online for a chance to win a $5,000 or $500 weekly prize. And if your winning voucher is from a 7-day draw ticket, your prize is doubled.
Great. It snowed last night. Here's a shovel.
But
consider it practice.
2x2 top prize odds are 1 in 105,000.
Bundle up, bring your crew, and make this winter one for the books with Bachfest on Saturday, February 21st at Beer House. Enjoy winter brews that will tangle with your taste buds, polka dancing, games like Hammerschlagen and Stein Stamina, and more. Bach beer will be flowing, and sausages and pretzels will be available for purchase. Doors open at 11 a.m. and the party goes outside until 6 p.m. before moving inside. VIP tickets are $75, but just $10 gets you in the door. Buy your tickets today at beerhousene.com for Bachfest on Saturday, February 21st.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back into the Fitness Fanatics. So we're gonna be talking a lot more nutrition.
Yeah, we're gonna talk
right?
nutrition again. I've had a couple people that have just enjoyed us talking about that, and then because last week we talked about using ChatGPT to kind of like analyze your nutrition. We're not going to do that again. But the week prior to that, we were just talking about like real like ideas for nutrition. And we just, because as we do, we kind of get off on tangents. So we're just going to talk about that again because we just didn't talk about, there's more to talk about is what I'm saying. So, but that won't be until later.
Well, yeah, just so something to look.
But we're going to just talk about more real life practical ideas for having ways to make what you currently eat slightly healthier, or just quick ideas for nutrition.
And the reason we want to keep talking about nutrition, well, we just wrapped up our 5-week testing for our winter 10-week challengers. So everybody got on the scale, body comps, stuff like that. I mean, I everybody that I did at our South gym, I mean, everybody lost fat, body fat percentage dropped.
And I think this is probably, if we went back statistically, this is probably the first 5 weeks of the winter session is probably where we have the most positive results.
Well,
because of New Year's resolutions,
Yep.
like people are a little more motivated when they sign up for something in January, which is great. But yeah, me too, because I did the ones at Meadow Lane and we didn't have every single person that I did an in-body for had some type of a positive change, whether it was a weight loss, a muscle gain, fat loss, inches lost. Because sometimes we will have people where like everything is bad.
And they usually know why.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's because they're not consistent with their workouts and they're not logging their food and they haven't really bought into the nutrition. Like that happens, which is fine. That's why you be honest with the people that you're paying to help you in your fitness journey. Right. We can't help you if you're not telling us what you're doing.
I've had a couple good comments from members. Like one of the gals got on there and had some, great changes. And she said, well, I'm a rule follower. So they better be.
Yeah. Right.
Like, wow. You mean you're actually doing what we tell you to do?
Yeah.
And you see changes? What a concept.
Right. I love that for everybody.
I
for
know.
all of us.
I know. And too, like we want our members to, like I've always said, I don't want our members to be that person that is going to a Super Bowl party and they get there and they're like, well, I just can't eat this
because other people feel bad.
Yeah. Like be the moral or the healthy, versus like, oh, well, I wouldn't, we want them to enjoy their life and know that it's okay that you can have some fun, right? As long as you're making progress and you're losing fat and you're getting healthier, but you can still go out for Valentine's Day and indulge and go to a Super Bowl party and indulge and not be the person like, well, I brought my carrots and celery sticks.
Yeah.
And that's all I can eat. And I'm just going to drink water.
But there is a time and place for that too. But yeah, not in those scenarios.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep.
That doesn't mean that you like eat the office donuts every day because someone brings them.
That is correct.
Right.
Yes. You do need some restraint, but we're talking about those occasions and that it's okay to do that stuff because, we're not on the Biggest Loser ranch where people are cooking us meals 4 or 5 times a day. And we have access to a gym we can work out for 6 hours and we don't have to go to work and we don't have to pay bills and stress and real life situations, kids, sporting events, the stress of all that stuff. So it is harder when you're out there doing it on your own. So you just need to have a little patience and, like we say, trust the process and give it time.
But that's why we're going to talk about food again, too, because it's the biggest part.
Right. So the more we talk about it, hopefully the more ideas and suggestions. So if you're out there listening and you have a nutrition question for us, we'd love for you to text in the show 402-464-5685 Starter Heyman text line.
Or another thing that would be fun is if you have like a meal that you really enjoy and you know that it's unhealthy, that it's not optimal for nutrition, like text that in and maybe we can give you ideas on how to make it a little bit healthier.
Right.
Too. Because there's a lot of things you can do to make healthy food taste good. It doesn't always have to be just chicken, rice, and broccoli. You can make really good tasting healthy food.
Even though chicken, rice, and broccoli, like you could have that and add a little queso.
Yep.
That's not a lot of calories. That makes it taste a lot better.
Yeah.
A lot of it's just avoiding the processed foods.
I know.
Because I know that's what we fit. Well, it's not a genius discovery.
It's not. That's the
it's
thing.
not.
Like, we could have we could just pull somebody randomly off the street that walks by and bring them in this chair, and they're gonna know. It's like a kid. Like, you know what's right from wrong as a kid, right? If you're not gonna lip off to your parents and tell them to shut the bleep up when you're 12, right? Because I would have never said that to my dad because I knew what would happen to me. Our kids wouldn't have said that to us. Not that we, took a belt out like my dad did to me. But they had fear, like, so they're not gonna lip off to us or talk back. So most everybody in here would know exactly, like, do
you
think
might
it's
not
healthy?
know what you should be doing, but you
Right.
know what not to do or what you're doing that's not optimal.
Most everybody's gonna know that.
Yes.
It's just we're kind of born into this earth with our sinful nature.
Okay.
To do things that we're not supposed to do.
I'm Catholic. I'm following along.
Because it's more exciting. Like, is it like there's a song that comes on, and we do have a text, so we'll get Gino texted in, so we will get to the questions here at the top of the hour.
Yeah.
But like, there's a song that is on playlist I've been listening to. It's like, I think we're alone now. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. So
Debbie Gibson, right?
Yeah, no.
Tiffany. It's one of those.
Okay, yeah, Tiffany.
Yeah.
So I'm always like, oh, this is our theme song. It's 10 p.m. We're digging into the cookies.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anyone around, so I'm
Yeah.
going to eat the. You're like, oh, does anybody see me? Nope. There we go.
That's
We're
funny.
going to town eating the last of the ice cream, and so everybody just kind of laughs and stuff when I bring that up. But it's so true. Like I remember, like, Mark Onweiler, who would get pizza for the family and eat one pizza as he's driving home because he's afraid he wasn't going to get enough. Well, nobody sees me doing it.
I know. Car
So-
eating is my kryptonite. I consume too many calories if I eat in my car, 100%.
Yeah, you just got to look in your little trash bag that you have down there.
I know.
Right?
Even if it's healthy. Like right now I have macadamia nuts in my car, which is healthy, but if you eat too many of them, it's not healthy. So
Right.
but these ones macadamia nuts are expensive, so I can usually make those last a little bit longer because I'm also cheap. So I can eat just a couple and be like, I'm going to be really sad if I eat all of these in one day and I spent, $8-9 on it. So
right.
just gotta, but we all have that. We all have our things that we eat.
So you just don't buy them.
I know.
That's the best
Yeah.
thing is, like, I see it a lot. Now it's crazy how many people DoorDash, like Uber Eats, like, you're really trying to lose weight, and that's one of those things. A, you'll save money. Delete that app immediately.
Yeah.
And two, just don't buy the snacks that you're gonna
Well,
wreak
and
havoc on late in
At
the
least
night.
if you go to get it, you're burning a couple calories by
Yeah.
walking to the car.
It's true.
You're also
So-
less likely to go
Walking.
get it.
That's
You're less likely to go get it. We've talked about this on the show before because when our daughter lived with us, she would go through little spurts of DoorDash. And I just would love to know the statistics on this because she would always order more things on DoorDash than she would in the store because she knows she's going to have to pay this fee. So it's like a lot easier to add because she gets Good Sense was the example. She adds like cookies to it, adds all this stuff because she's like, well, I have to pay this fee anyway. So I guarantee you there is statistics that you're likely to buy or consume X amount more if you DoorDash it versus if you go in and you have to face order all this food with a person. And you think, because we've heard that too, where Mark would order, and even Clint talks about ordering like multiple meals, but you try to make it look like you're ordering
It's
it for
the
someone else.
family.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
bringing it home.
But on DoorDash, it removes that barrier. So I guarantee you there is a statistic that you eat more or you consume more or order more food if you order it through DoorDash than if you have to go and get it.
You guys want
yourself.
to hear something crazy? Given this is AI, so it's not perfect. Where are they pulling it from? Okay, so right now it says the average order from the third-party delivery apps is 4.5 to 4.6 times per month, which doesn't sound bad. But if you're in an urban area, it goes even higher, where nearly 40% of the residents use the apps weekly.
Wow. I don't
think about how much money that is. Like, even if like just the calories aside, save yourself some money. That's pricey.
We don't. I mean, we've only ordered from DoorDash a handful of times, and more. I've done it with Katie when we're out of town and like at a hotel or whatever, and it's just the two of us. So we've done that a couple times, but we don't even have the app on our phone.
I've never even used it, so I wouldn't even know how to order something via DoorDash. And I'm a kind of a.
You like your food fresh.
I don't want.
You don't want it. Less people who can touch your food, the better.
I don't even like getting pizza delivered to my house because I want to make sure that when that pizza comes out of the oven, I am right there to get it. I don't want to trust somebody to throw in a bag, you know, who
in their
knows?
Car. Yeah.
Right. And I just don't want, like, if you're going to order, you know, just fast food or whatever, like, I don't want my fries cold. I just don't want cold stuff. And
especially for us, because we really don't consume that very much. So if you have kind of a specific craving for it, and you don't want it to be not worth it.
No, I don't want it to be cold.
But if you are a high consumer of fast food, I think that you definitely forget how much better it can be if you eat it, if you consume it when it's fresh versus
if you go inside to eat instead of just grabbing it. Because even just driving home, it's like it's just not as good. But that's me. I'm a snob, right? So yeah, if I'm gonna spend money on something that's not in my house, I want to make sure that it's fresh.
Well, if we have any UNL students that are looking for any research topics, that'd be an interesting one.
This is a great one. They've grown 21% in just the last year.
They
are
thought
growing
it was
like
going the other way at some point, but we must be coming back, swinging back around.
Unhatched a ton of bad, unhealthy habits that are unfortunately growing.
We still have people that start our program and are saying that they're still trying to like recover from their weight gain over COVID. Like it's a very common experience for people.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and go to break again. Gino, we got your text. We're going to address your question here at the top of the hour because our next segment we only have just a couple minutes. So stay with us. 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
Hey fellas, let's take a quick time out here. February is American Heart Month, and listen, men are the worst at getting checked out. We'll watch every stat in the league, but ignore the most important one. That's our own heart health. So here's the plan. Talk to your doctor about scheduling a quick heart screening at Advanced Medical Imaging. It's fast, it's easy, and it could save your life. Your family needs you around a lot more than your fantasy team does. Make the call, get the checkup, take care of your heart at Advanced Medical Imaging.
Make your next event unforgettable with Grazing Gouda, your local artists and experts in charcuterie and grazed tables. From boardrooms to ballrooms, they turn gatherings into experiences with stunning spreads of artesian cheeses, cured meats, fresh fruits, and gourmet bites. Perfect for corporate luncheons, weddings, parties, or any celebration that deserves a wow moment. They handle the details. You take the compliments. Book your graze table today at GrazingGouda.com. Grazing Gouda, because every event deserves to be savored.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320. Gentlemen, are you ready for something beyond the ordinary haircut? At Scissors and Scotch Lincoln, they blend your old school barber feel with your favorite watering hole. Sink into a comfy chair, unwind with a complimentary drink, and let their master barbers handle the rest. It's not just grooming, it's an experience. Whether you're prepping for a big meeting, needing to get cleaned up before family comes to town, or just need a little time to yourself, Scissors and Scotch Lincoln delivers sharp style every time. Book now at Scissors and Scotch in Lincoln, just south of 30th and Yankee Hill Road.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197. Fans, are you craving the ultimate game day experience? Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill has your front row seat to all the action. Dive into delicious wings, juicy burgers, and ice cold drinks, all served up with TVs covering every inch of the wall, so you'll never miss a play. Rally your crew, cheer on your team, and take advantage of game night specials every week. Stop in for a Nebraska basketball game with a party of 4 or more and receive a free pitcher of beer. Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill, right by the Lincoln Airport at 3111 Northwest 12th Street.
Bundle up, bring your crew, and make this winter one for the books with Bachfest on Saturday, February 21st at Beer House. Enjoy winter brews that will tangle with your taste buds, polka dancing, games like Hammerschlagen and Stein Stamina, and more. Bach beer will be flowing, and sausages and pretzels will be available for purchase. Doors open at 11 a.m. and the party goes outside until 6 p.m. before moving inside. VIP tickets are $75, but just $10 gets you in the door. Buy your tickets today at beerhousene.com for Bachfest on Saturday, February 21st.
A business's phone is the lifeline to its customers and potential clients. That's why it's so important that you can take calls seamlessly from anywhere, whether you're on the road or in the office. Hamilton Business Technologies can help ensure your phone rings wherever you are. We can equip your headquarters and any of its locations with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we know how to keep Nebraska businesses connected. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
A lot of businesses say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
Tomorrow is about the lessons we learn today. A farmer's market teaches us that community is grown together. Kids laughing shows us how joy is easy. And coffee on the porch reminds us to savor every moment. These are the lessons that shape a tomorrow we all share. One filled with trust, good company, and wide open dreams. That's the way banking should be. And that's Pinnacle Bank. Member FDIC.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back. We just have a few minutes here before we get to the top of the hour. So again, we're going to be talking nutrition. If you have any questions for the nutrition expert, which is not me, that is Nicole, you could text us on the Starter Hema text line 402-464-5685. We'd love to have some questions and help answer any nutrition questions you have. So that's what we're here for. So again, 402-464-5685. You can also message us on YouTube, Facebook, and we'll keep an eye out for those. So just wanted to give you guys an update on my blood clots on my leg. It's been 2 weeks now. Not even 2 weeks.
Are you sure?
But yeah, it's been over 2 weeks. We're going on
3.
3 weeks?
3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks. I think.
Okay.
Weeks, yeah.
So it was 2 weeks, 2 shows ago, not counting this one.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was a Tuesday that you went to the doctor.
Yes. So going on 3 weeks. So my leg feels amazing. Like I have, put it up.
Jeff.
I have no pain whatsoever in my leg right
Which
now.
is the biggest problem right now.
So
typical.
The
Just
blood-
because now it doesn't hurt, and so now he's just going back to all his old habits
Oh, I see.
that we don't know if did or did not contribute to the
Well,
you know,
I'm not working out still, so I haven't been doing that.
I know. Although you did.
I did throw a couple punches yesterday at
Kickboxing Friends. You were jogging a little bit.
Well, you got to ease my way in.
Oh my gosh.
But I do have it. So I feel great. I have zero pain in my leg at all.
You're still wearing your compression sleeve on your leg. You're wearing that right now, at
Yep.
least.
Still wearing my compression sleeve. I did get my results back from my CAT scan of my abdomen, pelvic area, and everything looks perfect.
Oh, that's great.
My
Very
kidneys,
good. Yeah.
my pancreas, my
Liver.
aorta.
How
liver.
nervous were you?
It's a little nervous
Because that region would scare me.
because you
I feel
never
like
know.
that's
Like
tough.
I'm like, oh man, maybe I have a
Tumor or something.
yeah, you just don't know.
And that's why they wanted to do it, because the vascular doctor had said, at your age and you have such low risk factors, like the next thing we would look at would be some type of a cancer that would cause this.
Right,
And so
right.
when she knew that you had your colonoscopy last year or whatever, and you had a clean bill, she was like, well, that was going to be the number one thing I was worried about, would be some type of a colon cancer. And then that had already been ruled out. And so that was really why they wanted to do that CT scan, but also to check all the veins and arteries and stuff that kind of lead to your lower body.
Yeah, so everything looks great.
But then you just worry, because then they're looking at everything. Because that happened to me when I had my back problem and I had to have an MRI, and then they're like looking at my kidneys and they're like, oh, I don't know, maybe we need to look at your kidneys. Then I had a CT scan and an ultrasound. It was all fine.
Yeah, trying to find.
But it's because that's not what they're actually imaging for. But then they are worried about something else. So it's like you want them to not be looking around, but you also want them to look around at the same time. And it was fine too. It was just a whatever inclusion on the picture, the image. It was fine.
So nobody really still knows how I got these blood clots, which is it's a good thing because I don't have any like
you're ruling
major
out a bunch
disasters happening. But then it's a bad thing because you still don't know. So I do have a appointment with my doctor tomorrow in the morning, and then I still have an appointment with a hematologist on the 24th of February. See if I can get some answers. But I'm hoping, like, things I still don't know is, one, how long am I going to have to be on blood thinners?
Yep.
Two, when are these blood clots going to be gone from my leg? So I'm hoping like I could get some more answers here this month, and maybe like we have some of our members that this is what they do for a living, like ultrasounds of heart and legs. And I was told usually it's like 3 months, you get a 3-month checkup that you'll go back in, do another ultrasound of the leg to see if they're gone or if they're small or
smart.
What's going on.
But the reduction in pain is a big indicator that
Yeah,
at least it's working.
Right,
What the protocol you're on right now, just blood thinners are working.
Yep.
But it's not something we want you to be on long term, especially at the dosage you're on. You're at a pretty high dosage.
Yeah. So hopefully I'll be lower. I mean, I just at this point I just don't know. But
we don't know. That's why, we go to the experts.
That's right. So if you don't know a lot about nutrition, you could come to the experts, which is Nicole. So again, 402-464-5685. We do have one. John in Cortland said, look, if it's me, the fries aren't making it home.
Oh, I'm the same way.
As a DoorDash driver, you mean? Or
No,
fast
if you're picking it up.
Oh, okay.
Which I have a tendency to do too. Like if I go,
well, they get cold.
If I go to Culver's or something, I will eat my cheese curds on the way home.
Or you'll just eat in the parking lot. Is more likely than not. You'll just not go inside, but you'll eat it in the parking lot.
Right. Because I want it hot and fresh.
I used to have that really bad habit. Like not so much. Well, now not really anymore. But back in the day, like I'd sit in the car and just listen to podcasts, and then you just, this is comfortable. Let me just get some fast food, and then we'll just eat this and listen to this, and then you just eat the entire thing, and you feel gross.
That is why
you want
self-reported nutrition data is so unreliable, because it's so easy to forget that you consumed that.
Easy to lie about it too.
Yeah, right.
It's shameful.
Because you're self-reporting your nutrition, and you're going to want to make yourself look, as good, quote unquote, as possible. Or you just sometimes flat out forget that you have. I'll do that sometimes. I'll be like, I need to eat dinner, but why am I not hungry? I really haven't eaten very much today. And then you really think about it and you're like, oh wait, yes, I did. I had a whole meal at lunchtime. I took it, I made it. Even if it's healthy.
I had that candy bar at work that I forgot about.
But if you just have that moment where you're like, I haven't eaten anything, and then you eat a whole meal, and then you think about, well, wait a minute. Yes, I did. That's why planning is really important too. But
you probably can tell when someone's not giving you the full story. Where
So
it's like
that's
you see them working out every time,
yeah,
but
and that's the thing. Like, it's kind of it's a line that you're like, you don't want to just come out and say like, all right. I mean, obviously you're not.
But also,
there's always that 1% chance they have.
But there are people that
disease.
they will follow the macros and they come to class and they don't see changes.
Like Morgan, our last 10-week winner that we had on the show. And so we adjusted her calories and she ended up seeing really good changes and winning the 10-week session. There's also so many other contributing factors to weight loss. We don't always know what medications everybody's on. There's a lot of medications that can hamper or enhance weight loss. Like, we don't go into full health histories with everyone. So we're kind of really relying on what they're telling us. Medications is a big one though. It can definitely hamper weight loss. And not everyone's goal is to lose weight. Some people just want to feel better and exercise and move, and that's okay too. So
some people just get that head start. We talked about Jake Sorensen.
Yeah.
Metabolism's just flying high.
Some people
he can drink as many Coors Lights as he pleases.
Yeah. People just genetically win the lottery and they can get away with more than the rest of us.
All right. Well, let's go to break. Coming up, hour number 2, we're going to dive into nutrition, answer some questions that we got on the text line. So stay with us. 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
If one of the things running through your mind as a business owner is the recurring worry of possible cyber attacks, you can let out a sigh of relief. Hamilton Business Technologies has you covered. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we offer real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and more to keep your data safe from harm. We care about the success of Nebraska businesses and communities like yours. Learn how we can help you at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Fans, are you craving the ultimate game day experience? Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill has your front row seat to all the action. Dive into delicious wings, juicy burgers, and ice-cold drinks, all served up with TVs covering every inch of the wall, so you'll never miss a play. Rally your crew, cheer on your team, and take advantage of game night specials every week. Stop in for a Nebraska basketball game with a party of 4 or more and receive a free pitcher of beer. Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill, right by the Lincoln Airport at 3111 Northwest 12th Street. Are you looking for something different for lunch or dinner in Lincoln? Big 8 is now open at 1226 P Street, serving seafood boils and Asian cuisine. Get your hands messy with fresh, flavorful seafood boils, hot, cold, and made to share. Or enjoy classic Chinese and Asian dishes, perfect for lunch, dinner, or a night out with friends and family. Big flavors, generous portions, and a brand new dining experience. Big 8, now open in Lincoln.
Tired of your furnace running overtime this winter? Let Heartland of Nebraska Windows save the day. Upgrade to stunning, energy-saving triple-pane vinyl windows installed by their team of experts. Every window comes with a lifetime warranty on everything, all for a price you can actually afford. Free estimates, flawless replacements, and peace of mind from a family-owned business you can trust. Don't wait. Call Heartland of Nebraska Windows at 402-430-3852 or visit heartlandofnebraskawindows.com today.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sartor Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at sartorheyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
Welcome into Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now here are your hosts, Jeff and Nicole Essink.
All right, welcome back. Hour number 2 of the Fitness Fanatics is sponsored by Modern Woodmen of America. Founded in 1883, Modern Woodmen offers financial services and member benefits to individuals and families throughout the U.S. For more information, please call Sean Erickson at 402-483-6515. Modern Woodmen of America, touching lives, securing futures. Big shout out to the folks at Modern Woodmen. We appreciate their support of our show, and we appreciate everything they do for the community, not only in Lincoln, but all over the state of Nebraska. They're just everywhere. Donations, fundraisers. I mean, it's crazy how much they do for everyone. So we appreciate Sean and everybody over there. Again, 402-483-6515. If you're looking for life insurance, which they do for us, financial planning for your future retirement, they can do it all for you. So that's Sean Erickson. All right, so on to our subject for the day, which is nutrition. Just want to read a text that Nicole's been, we could talk about this. So wife in her late 50s has celiac and no gallbladder. What do you suggest? Wants to lose about 20 pounds, but is having difficulty. So let's go ahead and talk about that.
Yeah. 2 things with celiac with celiac and no gallbladder. So celiac means like an allergy to gluten, basically. So,
right.
And it's not just like an intolerance. It's like gluten like damages the intestinal lining. And so then it can cause a lot of discomfort, but it also can cause absorption of other like vitamins and minerals. So there's lots of problems with celiac. Part of the problem with celiac too is the longer you go without gluten, the more sensitive you become to it. So like people who are celiac talk about how they've had a celiac bomb or something. They can just go to a restaurant, order something that's gluten-free, but maybe there's a sauce that had gluten in it and they're not sure about. And so they end up consuming it, and it just like wipes them out for a week or more. Like, cause it's kind of like taking a blowtorch to your digestive system when you have celiac. Like it's not the same thing as like when we've
just for like a
given up gluten. Right. Yeah. It's not. And we've experienced that where we stopped eating gluten I think everyone probably has a slight gluten intolerance, but again, it goes back to what you talk about, Harrison, is the highly processed like nature of a lot of the gluten that's in our diet.
Like my Subway sandwich bread.
Right. Yeah.
It's probably loaded with
Right.
gluten.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yes. And there's no like real fermentation process like it used to be and stuff like that. But so when we've gone gluten-free for long amounts of time, when we start eating it again, we feel slight effects like
Yeah,
itchy.
I thought like
My
that's what I
hands
thought.
get
My
itchy.
back itched a little bit.
Yeah.
And I thought it was because of that.
It probably was. It's a slight like irritant that it's because you're reintroducing it to your body, but then
You just push through it.
You do, right. That is not the case with celiac.
I could deal with this.
Right.
I'm going to push through and let my
No.
body reacclimate.
Right. Reacclimate. You said it.
Acclimate.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
acclimate to it. So it's something
so
temporary
not the same
discomfort.
thing when it comes to celiac. And then as far as gallbladder, when you have your gallbladder removed, it can affect your fat absorption. So that's why it's kind of a double whammy, but also it's just those two things are really good self-regulators to eating kind of a healthier diet.
Right.
Because you can't eat highly processed, a lot of the highly processed foods that have gluten in them. Or again, gluten can be in so many things. Like we talked about, we went gluten-free years and years ago. And we discovered Ben, our son, had a gluten intolerance. He grew out of it. But we had to go gluten-free with him for a while. And there were so many things that had gluten in it that I like soups that had gluten that you could make at home and not put in. And a lot of times it's a thickener, but like,
right.
You don't really need to have wheat in a bean and beef or a bean and bacon soup or whatever. So
right.
It's in a lot of stuff. You got to look at labels a lot. So the thing with celiac is you're going to want to focus more on whole foods. So I don't know, gluten-free marketed foods have come a long way, but it's not like you just go, instead of buying bread in the normal bread aisle, I'll just buy bread in the health market aisle and pay 3 times as much. And it's like the quality is not as good. So a lot of times it's like focusing on eating more whole food sources of carbs, because that's where your carbs are going to come in.
Instead of kind of like tricking your brain into being like, well, I'm eating bread, but it's gluten-free bread. Or I'm going to get these cookies that are gluten-free cookies that taste incredible, because they do, because we've eaten them.
Some gluten-free desserts are better.
Yes,
I agree.
They do taste, Goldenrod has a lot of gluten-free desserts. You're just like, oh, how is this gluten-free right now?
And a lot of their stuff,
Goldenrod?
it's a bakery in Union College.
Yeah.
And they
It's a
do
little
a lot of
shop.
gluten. They do a lot of gluten and dairy free too.
Yeah. So they go,
They're
Is
sorcerers.
dairy bad for you?
For people who have dairy intolerances.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're about to scare me.
Right.
Love a good cold
For
glass of
people
milk.
who you have to go dairy free.
Right.
Dairy can cause a lot of inflammatory like skin issues and stuff too, eczema and stuff like that.
That was like the healthiest things ever.
Well, it is unless you're allergic to it.
Okay, but if I have like a glass of milk every other night,
you're fine. That's fine. Yeah. As long as you're not lactose intolerant.
Right. We're talking about people that literally can't,
or who
they're
have a
like
deficiency.
if you don't drink a glass of milk and then immediately feel like you have to run to the bathroom or you're going to poop your pants.
I'm okay.
Right. Then you're
You're
okay.
fine.
All right, just scare me a little bit there.
There are, if you have a dairy intolerance, there will be quick and detrimental digestive issues that you have.
Some of that's, well, no, I'm not going to cut you off.
Okay.
Keep going.
Okay. So that's the thing about celiac. You just have to read labels and focus more on whole food carbs sources and still have those treats.
Right.
But
and
that's
two,
the big
with any time you're trying to lose weight, no matter what you're eating or what meal plan you're doing, you got to give it some time as well. So
with celiac, you really have to give it time, because you're also at the same time trying to let your body repair the gut lining that has been damaged by years and years and years of celiac without you knowing that you had it. So that's why Gino's wife is probably struggling to see results, because her body is literally in like repair mode right now,
which makes it tough. It's just, you just got to be, unfortunately, you
more
just have to
diligent.
be more diligent and
lot of
more
patience.
disciplined
Yeah.
and more
Mhm.
patience,
Yeah.
which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But sometimes that's just the cards we're dealt. He also texted in about the celiac, about they have to account for it in laundry detergent,
Everything. It's
makeup,
shocking. Yeah.
hand soap, pans that have cooked or
Yeah.
non-metal. I mean, that's
Jeez, seriously?
Yes.
yes.
I didn't know that.
Celiac is so different than just giving up gluten. It's there's gluten in a lot of things that you don't know, that are cooking utensils.
I never even
Like not just
thought of that
not
until I
just
just read that.
can't.
Yeah.
I don't, I'm a
'Cause
guy, I
it's-
don't wear it, but for a
Right.
girl, I don't know. You probably wear makeup. You wouldn't even know that.
because it could be like a powder could have a type of a flour in it or whatever that's kind of like a binder or a filler, but like some utensils, not cross contamination, not like, oh, someone used this utensil when they were mixing up a batch of cookies
Yeah.
and then used it later, whatever. No, some actual utensils, the makeup of the utensils could have some type of a gluten containing ingredient in it. Like, and gluten's not just necessarily in food products that you consume.
Which
so
that's what
true.
That's what I thought until just now.
Yeah.
So
No, it's
same here, Jeff.
Yeah.
I just learned something new.
It's kind of crazy. But so and then with the no gallbladder, it's just going to that's how your bile production happens. So when you don't have a gallbladder, it can make digesting fat really difficult. So the two biggest things I would recommend is, one, when you have no gallbladder, I would really recommend having multiple smaller meals throughout the day instead of like 2 or 3 big meals, because you're just going to help your body can process the smaller amounts of fats. I wouldn't say go necessarily no fat. There's a lot of healthy fats that are important for other functions in our bodies. If you go too low fat, then you're going to risk not being able to absorb some of the fat soluble vitamins that our body needs. So you definitely still need to have some healthy fats, but they need to be smaller portions and spread out throughout the day. So that's where eating 4 or 5, 6 smaller meals throughout the day is going to help with the repairing of the gut lining and helping with fat absorption for your body. And then the other thing I would really focus on is trying to incorporate more pro and prebiotic fibers into your food, because that's, again, is going to help repair that gut lining. So that could be where you're eating like fermented foods. Like if you like sauerkraut is a good fermented food. If you can tolerate dairy, yogurt is good for probiotics. A lot of vegetables contain pre and probiotic fiber. So eating smaller amounts of good variety of fruits and vegetables to help build up that gut bacteria that's been just completely depleted over years and years of consuming wheat when you didn't know that you were celiac. And then, being patient. But I think logging what she eats now, seeing what she's eating, making those small changes. And then, if she's logging her food for over 6 weeks and she hasn't lost any weight, then you reduce that, you reduce your calorie intake by, 150 calories. Do that for a couple weeks, see how it goes. So a lot of it's going to be trial and error, but the biggest advice I would give is those 4 to 5 smaller meals throughout the day, making sure they're balanced, protein, as non-processed carbs as possible, and then healthy fats like olive oil, avocados, fatty fish is a good option. So
And that sounds like
it's
a great way to eat for everybody.
It is. That's why it's, can kind of be a benefit, because she kind of has that thing that's keeping her from, like that's what
Of
you
eating
would
a whole
need.
box of Oreo
Right.
cookies.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons we every now and then will go gluten free, because it just keeps us from eating stuff we shouldn't be
Suboptimal
eating.
foods. That's true, because a lot of the foods that we gravitate towards that we, are maybe keeping you from a fat loss goal do have gluten in them. Like
Pizza.
Casey's doesn't make a gluten-free pizza. So
Unfortunately, they
so we just have to not eat gluten to not eat pizza.
Back on the
a
bright
couple
side,
times
though,
a
with
month.
age, I can kind of tell which foods hurt me now. Like when I was younger,
Yeah.
you could just eat anything. and-
Yeah.
But I think I said before, like if I once a week or twice a week, not twice a week, but like once every
Mhm.
other week, have a Tombstone pizza, without a doubt, in the morning, I'll feel it. Like it's just.
And it's probably just, it's a combination of all the things. It's so much higher sodium because it's a highly processed food.
And if you look at these tomatoes, the meat that's super processed, like it's a culmination of things that will make you feel bad.
And if you want to look at the label and read how many ingredients is in that pizza crust.
Well, people know. They don't look at the label for a reason.
I know.
With your label, there's like 15 ingredients in there of stuff you can't even pronounce.
Right. And I don't want anyone to be like that person too, or don't eat anything that you can't pronounce, because a lot of it's just like the chemical name of something that's very simple. But yes, the thing that I like to look at the ingredients list for is
sugar.
No, if like the ingredients, not the label, but the ingredients list is, if I was going to make this at home, how many ingredients would I use versus how many ingredients are being used in this processed food. So when you look at the tomato soup example is a really good one that I've posted about before, is like, if I make a tomato soup at home, it's going to have like, we're going to roast some tomatoes with some garlic. We're going to use chicken broth and probably a little olive oil with the roasting process. And then you just blend that all together. And that's your chicken.
And that's your
tomato soup. Right. But the ingredients on tomato soup, a can of tomato soup is going to have probably wheat in it.
Yep.
It's going to have tomatoes, obviously, and water, but it's also going to have a bunch of preservative chemicals in it that if I was going to make that at home, I wouldn't just pull out my dioxide chlorine or whatever it is.
Well, the Campbells, they got caught too. They had to let go of one of their big time board members because he was caught on tape saying, I won't eat that.
He wouldn't eat his own food. Right.
Yeah,
I know.
They know it's not.
So that's why, like, obviously sometimes you are going to buy a processed food just out of convenience, and that's okay. But also look at the label and be like, okay, if I was I could make this at home with 10 less ingredients, and I'm at the store right now. I might as well just get those ingredients and make it myself. That's a good kind of rule of thumb.
Yeah, actually, I have the ingredient pulled up for a thing of Campbell's tomato soup.
I know. I was going to look it up, but I was talking.
So we got water. Okay, so we had in our tomato soup, which is amazing.
Did you find the post?
No, I just pulled it up like an image. Water, tomato puree, wheat flour.
Is the third ingredient?
Third ingredient.
Yeah, that's problematic.
Fourth ingredient is sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got a bunch. Bleached, enriched flour.
Which is
flour, enriched.
That was already in there. That's 2 types of flour then.
Yeah, and I can't really read. There's one like I can't really read what it says, but and then in parentheses it says wheat flour, wheat starch, niacin, sulfate.
Niacin's just an added
citric acid, ascorbic acid, flavoring, celery. So it's like
some of it, like
all that stuff.
Ascorbic acid, that sounds scary. That's just like a supplemented vitamin C.
Eating
it's
acid
like right.
in my tomato soup. That's not good, right?
No, it's fine. That's vitamin C. Like it's just an added like preservative that's like also going to add a little bit of nutrients to it too.
So just kind of like little examples like that.
Post that I had posted, and then we'll go to break, but the post that I had posted a long time ago. So our soup has Roma tomatoes, chicken broth, garlic, olive oil, and Italian seasonings. That's the only thing I use when I make tomato soup. And like I said, I roast the tomatoes with some garlic and olive oil, and then blend it together with the chicken broth and Italian seasoning. Maybe add some salt to it, but probably not, because the chicken broth probably has enough salt in it. So in the can that I had looked at, the ingredients were tomato puree, high fructose corn syrup, wheat flour. Those are the first 3 ingredients.
Okay, well, so say this again.
Right.
We got water.
Tomatoes.
Okay. High fructose corn syrup, which is
sugar.
Not something, it's
highly processed
probably one
sugar.
of the worst things you could put in your body.
Maybe
is that accurate?
No, but it's
pretty
not
bad.
great. It shouldn't be the second ingredient. Okay.
It's not going to do anything good for you.
It shouldn't be the second ingredient in a savory food that you're eating.
High fructose.
Like if
corn
it's the
syrup.
second ingredient in something you're eating, that should be a dessert, not a soup.
That we just, tomato soup is like, people grow up on that, and they grew up on camp or whatever, hunts or whatever you're eating.
Or you grew up on your grandma's tomato soup, but your grandma's not around to make you soup, so you just go buy a can of soup.
Grandma's not
Right.
dumping Campbell's with water. She's getting the good stuff.
So it's tomato puree, high fructose corn syrup, wheat flour, water, salt, potassium chloride, which is just it's a
chloride. That's
I know
bad for you.
No, it's not. It's fine. It's just a preservative because this can last for 10 years in a cupboard.
That's an alarming thing.
Flavoring, citric acid, which is the same thing as that ascorbic acid. Sea salt. Oh, we have ascorbic acid too, and monopotassium chloride. So like I would look at that label at home or at the store and be like, I'm not going to be pulling out potassium chloride to make my tomato soup.
Where is it? Where's the potassium chloride?
So I also don't need that tomato
go to the lab
soup
next to the kitchen.
Right,
yeah.
Right.
I don't need that potato soup to live in a can in my cupboard for years and years and years. We're going to make it, eat it, and then that's it. So that's where I like looking at the label, the ingredients, and thinking, if I were going to make this at home, what would I use? And that's another way. Good. That's probably where I came up with the making my own tomato soup, because I was this might have been in the time when we were staying away from gluten because of Ben, and I see that there's wheat flour in there, and I'm like, no, I don't think I would use flour in a tomato soup. Maybe if it's a cream, like a thick soup that you'd make a roux, which is like butter and flour cooked together like a gravy type soup. Maybe tomato soup. No. So that might have been where, like, I didn't come up with the recipe. I probably just Googled a recipe for a tomato soup.
Right.
I did want to read I found the quote as well with the Campbell's.
Oh yeah.
I want to read it because it illustrates the point. Like, you have to watch your own health. These people, they're looking for profit. Right. Like,
yeah. So
as cheap
one
as
of
possible.
the C-level employees, right? One of the corporate level employees for Campbell's famously
Higher
made,
than that. Oh, sorry.
No, I was just going to summarize it. What you were going to say.
This is Martin Bali. He was the then vice president of Campbell's Soup Company. And this was his quote. And I'm going to use a lot of blanks here because he swears a lot.
Jeez.
We have crap for blanking poor people. Who buys our crap? I don't buy Campbell's products barely anymore. It's not healthy now that I know what the blank is in it.
Jeez.
That's like, you got to watch yourself is what I'm trying to say with that quote.
And he's probably on his yacht somewhere in the Caribbean making those comments.
That is
right.
So terrible on multiple levels. Like, and the quality of Campbell's products is like the least problematic part of that entire statement. Like,
profiting off poor people.
Right. There's a time and a place
tough options
for Campbell's products. I don't want to tell people to boycott Campbell's by any means, but like, if that's what you can afford and that's accessible to you, and you're eating something that at least the number one ingredient is tomato puree, like, you are at least getting micronutrients from eating a vegetable based soup. And you don't have the means to make it yourself, because our soup is probably more expensive and more labor intensive. Not everyone has an oven to be able to roast tomatoes in. So it's like the fat phobia in there, the social economic determinants of food, very problematic from the vice president. Yikes. Yikes. So
all right. Well, we're going to go to break. Stay with us. 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
Fans, are you craving the ultimate game day experience? Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill has your front row seat to all the action. Dive into delicious wings, juicy burgers, and ice cold drinks, all served up with TVs covering every inch of the wall, so you'll never miss a play. Rally your crew, cheer on your team, and take advantage of game night specials every week. Stop in for a Nebraska basketball game with a party of 4 or more and receive a free pitcher of beer. Red Zone Sports Bar and Grill, right by the Lincoln Airport at 3111 Northwest 12th Street.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
At Raising Cane's, we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Are you tired of living in pain? At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, they make it simple. From head to toe, spine to extremities, they've got you covered. Their multi-specialty team of experts in orthopedic surgery, plastic surgery, podiatry, physical therapy, and occupational therapy all work under one roof to get you back to living life pain-free. Don't wait another day. Visit prairie-ortho.com today or call them at 402-489-4700. Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins.
Hey fellas, let's take a quick time out here. February is American Heart Month, and listen, men are the worst at getting checked out. We'll watch every stat in the league, but ignore the most important one. That's our own heart health. So here's the plan. Talk to your doctor about scheduling a quick heart screening at Advanced Medical Imaging. It's fast, it's easy, and it could save your life. Your family needs you around a lot more than your fantasy team does. Make the call, get the checkup, take care of your heart at Advanced Medical Imaging.
An hour ago, you didn't need a plumber. Now you're in a panic. When life throws you a surprise with a clogged drain, plugged or leaky toilet, broken pipe, leaky faucet or water heater, or a bathroom or kitchen plumbing upgrade, whatever. Just call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111. Keep that number handy, 467-1111. Or go to BryantLincoln.com. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
Hey, this is Jay Foreman, the host of Old School, 3 to 6 p.m. here at 93.7 The Ticket. And one of my favorite things to do is come down and meet all the fans before and after as they cheer on our beloved Huskers.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
It's the two-fingered wave on a gravel road. It's letting the kids take dad's truck to prom. It's Friday nights under the lights of a hometown football field. Eustace Body Shop knows small towns. It's where our values are rooted. We treat our people right, and in turn, they treat you, our customer, right. And we give back to our communities. Not much more small town than that. Eustace Body Shop, small town service, big city technology.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back into the Fitness Fanatics. We're talking nutrition here today on the show. Just got last segment talked about celiac and you know, if you don't have a gallbladder. So it's really good information that really kind of how Nicole was describing, like how you should be eating is kind of how we all should be eating a little bit. 6 smaller meals a day, whole foods. That's probably the best way to eat.
With celiac, it's just, I mean, I can't imagine the anxiety that you feel when you go out to a restaurant, even if you know they have gluten-free items. So many people just don't realize how serious it is. So yeah, if I were celiac, I would probably not. I mean, you rarely eat out.
We never, when we did Whole30, we never went out to eat anywhere.
Yeah, unless you go somewhere that's like all their whole menu is gluten-free, then you're a little safer. But yeah, so hopefully we helped Gino's wife a little bit. Hopefully we helped educate our listeners a little bit about.
Well, you educated us.
Yeah, I know.
So we wanted to talk about, you know, kind of some swapping out of stuff, like things that taste good that you really like to eat, but you want to make it a little more healthier. Well, last week we did do the Chat GPT thing where we entered, what we had for a day, and it was just unhappy with me with having too much sugar, processed sugar, in my Honey Nut Cheerios. So we did a little swap.
We went to Sam's right afterwards, and it was funny too because you're like, I don't even think this is gonna make that big of a difference.
No, I didn't, but
because we were gonna do, instead of 2 cups of Honey Nut Cheerios, we're just doing 1 cup of Honey Nut Cheerios, 1 cup of regular Cheerios.
Yes, mixing them together. So we went and got a couple boxes of Cheerios at Sam's, and when looking at the label, in 1 cup of Honey Nut Cheerios, there are 12 grams of sugar. In 1 cup of Honey Nut or Cheerios, there's 2 grams of sugar.
Yeah.
So instead of having 24 grams of sugar in my cereal bowl, I'm down to 14 grams of sugar.
Huge swap.
Big swap. Right?
I just said, oh,
yeah. Oh,
but your
yes.
mic was off.
Yeah. So
that's pretty good.
Now it doesn't, I get the flavor of the Honey
Hints
Nut
of
Cheerios.
honey. It's not as sweet, but also you weren't eating Honey Nut Cheerios because it's your favorite cereal in the whole wide world. Like, you were eating Honey Nut Cheerios because you were trying to find a healthier option for cereal. And for you, it's just a really easy swap to get your carbs in the morning.
Well, and it's one that I wouldn't like if we had.
You don't eat multiple
if
bowls
we had
of Honey Nut.
Fruity Pebbles in the house,
Right.
Or Lucky Charms,
or Cinnamon Toast Crunch,
That
one's a kryptonite in our
I would
house.
probably eat the whole box in the morning, but
It'd be gone within 2 days easily.
gone the whole box. But with the Honey Nut Cheerios, it's like it's really good, but not so good that I'm gonna just eat 5 bowls of cereal like I would with Fruity Pebbles. So
that's why you were eating. And there is some benefits to Honey Nut Cheerios. It does have a good amount of it has fiber in it.
And it's heart healthy. It says on the box.
Isn't the whole thing is good for your cholesterol?
Yes, it can. It has a certain type of fiber called glucagon that is shown to lower your cholesterol. So there is a benefit to it. But yeah, when you're eating 2 cups, which is a higher amount than a normal serving, but you account for that in your food plan, right? So that, again, a serving size is really just kind of a starting point. So you ate 2 cups because that's how it fits into your macros
to get the carbs that I need.
So instead of just cutting your 2 cups down to 1 cup to just get the 12 grams of sugar, we just mix them together now, and you still have it. And yeah, like you said, you ate it and you're like, it was fine. It wasn't as sweet, but
I still had the hint of the sweetness.
And if you eat it long enough, you're going to get used to that. You're going to get used to the lower sugar.
Yep.
Then
So
it's still going to be good.
It's a little bit healthier for me.
What kind of milk? Does that matter much?
I use 1%.
1%.
I mean, if you're
It doesn't-
logging it,
yeah.
that's the key. Like, you could have whole milk, but you need to log it. The whole milk's going to be higher in fat, which is going to be higher in calories. I can't go the skim
fine.
route because it's like water on my cereal.
That's what I was
Just the
asking.
look
I was
of
like, I
skim.
can't do skim.
The look,
Yeah.
yes, it looks like I have water in my cereal. So
Well, and I
we do
think
1%.
sometimes what people don't understand when it comes to whole milk, because we think, especially if you're used to drinking or using skim milk or 1%, in our minds, sometimes we think that whole milk is like cream, like heavy cream. But the kind of the misconception of whole milk is it doesn't tell you the percentage. So those percentages are the percent of fat. So skim milk has no fat. 1% of the kind of calories of 1% milk comes from fat. 2%. Well, guess what the percentage is of whole milk? 4%.
Oh, okay.
Right. I know. Like, it's not that big of a jump. So it's really, if you prefer whole milk, then just log it and account for that. And, you're probably going to be a little more satisfied because it has a little bit more fat and it's going to keep you fuller a little bit longer.
Well, just so I have like some labels pulled up side by side for whole milk. This is kind of another like swap you could do. So a cup of whole milk has 8 grams of fat. A cup of 1% has 2.5 grams of fat.
Yeah. It's like, if you don't mind, then just drink the 1%.
Right.
But people who like whole milk, like our daughter, she likes whole milk. So she doesn't drink, or she doesn't use 1%. But also usually when the only time she consumes whole milk, is if she's eating like Oreos. Like it's already a splurge. It's
For
not
me,
like
it's cereal.
Yeah.
Like, cereal and whole milk's so good.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. We just do 1% for so long.
2% whole. Anything really, it's all good. Just skim is where I can't do it.
Yeah. No, skim just looks blue. Like it looks weird.
I grew up on it in like elementary. At some
Yeah.
point, they're like, "Oh, you guys are growing boys. Here's skim milk," and it was always terrible.
Yeah.
I haven't had it since.
Wonder what the logic behind that is. You're a growing boy, here's skim milk.
That's not really very good logic.
It was,
the reason is because, well, the reason like schools really push milk is because milk was also fortified in other vitamins. The big one is vitamin D, which almost everybody in America is deficient in vitamin D. We just don't get enough of it, especially if we live in a climate that we don't get a lot of sun. And so that's why it was pushed on us as kids, because it was fortified with vitamin D.
Well, this is when they did the entire change. Like I can't remember when all the lunches got nitpicked a
The
little
USDA
bit. But to be
changed it.
fair, like to them, I was also grabbing like 3 or 4 milk cartons.
Right, yeah.
So if that was 2% or whole milk, I don't need that much.
Right. That's all that stuff kind of adds up. Any other foods you think of like that you were wanting to talk about?
Well,
like,
I didn't know we were going to talk the whole first segment or the whole about celiac and gallbladder, which is fine. That's great. I'm glad we were able to talk about that. I would love more questions for future episodes.
Okay.
From our,
What about if like you really like fries?
you can make fries. We make fries at
you
home.
can make fries at home.
Yeah.
Get a potato and just
But also, if you are buying fries from like in the freezer section and you're making them home in your air fryer, like look at the ingredients. It's going to be like potatoes, oil, salt. That's it. Like French fries is pretty as close to a whole food that you can buy that's like quote unquote a junk food. So versus like chips, if you're looking at eating like Lay's potato chips versus freezer French fries, Lay's potato chips are still going to have the same thing. Probably potatoes, oil, salt. The problem is they're so highly processed. So if you think about, I wonder how many potatoes are in a bag of potato chips. Or like Pringles is a great example too, because Pringles aren't even potato chips. Like it's pulp of potatoes reformed into a chip. Like that's why their texture is different.
No wonder the profit margin is so good on top of it.
Right. Like you basically make a potato pulp and then fry it into a chip versus Lay's potato chips are at least just thinly sliced potatoes and then fried with salt. But you're going to get more nutrition out of a French fry that you make in your air fryer at home versus like a fast food one. So
what do you
just
got
put them in the air
for
fryer.
the people who like sodas? Because soda's a real killer when it comes
Soda
to
is, we drink zero sugar sodas. So I think the sugar in the soda is the biggest concern. And a lot of times people are going to say the artificial sweeteners in diet soda cause cancer. What they don't know is we got that statistic because they were taking like aspartame or whatever the sugar substitute was. And they were doing like rat trials. And it's not like giving rats a serving of soda.
Mm-hmm.
They were literally injecting it directly into their brain.
Oh, well, yeah.
Which is at levels that you would have to drink like insane amounts every day. Like I don't know what the number is. You can Google it, but I'm just going to say like you'd have to drink, so let's say 75 diet sodas a day for like 30 days straight to equal the amount that they were like directly just injecting into these rats. So if you're having 1 zero sugar soda a day or one every couple days, and it's keeping you from drinking those high sugar 25 grams of sugar sodas, then that's a decent swap.
Okay, because I know there's a Mountain Dew army out there.
I
used to
know.
be part of it.
Yeah.
And I just can't drink it.
Reduce it is the first thing. Don't drink it. Don't make it be the main source of water that you drink, because there is water in Mountain Dew. But if you can reduce your consumption and then make those swaps.
Right, because I like you say, well, I'm pretty sure that having a sugar-free pop, I don't think really any pop is good for you. So it's kind of the lesser of two evils, right? But if you look at a 12-ounce can of Pepsi.
Look at you Googling stuff.
I'm Googling.
like
I'm
crazy.
all over it. 12-ounce can of Pepsi There's 41
I was being conservative.
grams.
I said like 24.
41 grams of sugar.
That's
in a 12
4
ounce
cups
can.
of Honey Nut Cheerios.
12 ounces.
Basically.
12 ounces, 41 grams of sugar.
And you'll still be thirsty when you
And
finish.
you'll pump 3 or 4 of them.
We did in our 20s.
It's not just one. Most
Yeah.
people just aren't getting one Pepsi.
Right.
And that's it, because you drink one and you're like, I need another one.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. That's how the sugar works in your brain, because
Yeah.
you need another one. Where if you're drinking, if I drink a sugar-free, I'm like, oh, I need to go grab another one immediately.
Yeah, I don't feel that
You
way.
just kind of you drink less of it.
Or drink it with a meal.
Right.
Like
right.
that's the other thing you can do. Like if you're going to drink soda, at least drink it with a meal. So then you are buffering that blood sugar spike a little bit with the meal that you're eating. That's better than just drinking it by itself, because then you really do get the sugar rush. You get the caffeine that's going to suppress your appetite temporarily. But then also the sugar high. And so, yeah, soda by itself is probably the worst thing that you could do if you're going to drink soda. Not like the worst thing in the world, but yeah.
Right.
Well,
You
at
could try
Jeff's
not to
point,
do
it's
that.
usually the people that drink soda frequently, they're having a couple a day. Like when I worked
Yeah.
at maintenance, shout out to this one guy, but he had a lot of health problems all the time, and he smoked, and he was also drinking a ton of soda.
Mhm.
And then you with the cancer with the diet sodas, I think we're all at the point now. I don't know if anybody fully knows where all that stuff comes from. You just try to
No.
live as healthy as possible.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
If you try to pinpoint the thing that will prevent you from getting cancer,
Diet soda.
it's tough to ever pinpoint that out. Just try to be healthy.
Diet soda is the perfect example of the phrase called the dose makes the poison. So if you're moderately drinking diet soda, you're fine. If you're chain drinking diet soda, no, that's not going to be optimal for your health, because there's also sodium in soda. A lot of there, and I don't think people realize how higher in sodium pop can be sometimes. So you're consuming a lot more sodium and caffeine that is kind of dehydrating you at the same time that you're kind of digging yourself in a hole as far as hydration goes. So yeah, it's just one of those things. It's a low hanging fruit. We talk about making the couple choices that can make the biggest impact. If you're a large consumer of soda, either diet or regular, reducing that intake is going to be something that you can do that's going to make a big impact.
Yeah, you don't want to be pushing those mice numbers.
And
I know.
Just reading the label of a Pepsi. You got carbonated water, which that's what Nicole's drinking right now.
Mhm.
Basically,
Carbonated water,
nothing's in there.
the only ingredient.
High
in my drink
fructose
water.
corn syrup is ingredient number 2. Caramel color is ingredient number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Sugar
Oh, there's multiple
is
sources of
ingredient
sugar.
number 4.
Is cane sugar in there too somewhere?
I think that's.
Yeah.
I don't know if they use that anymore. You buy the
They
old
do.
school
They just don't
sodas.
call it that. They just call it sugar. But yeah, there's multiple probably. Is there other words that
No,
end in OSE? Because if it ends in OSE, then that's
no,
sugar.
there isn't.
Dextrose.
There's no sucralose in there or anything like that.
Sucralose is an artificial sweetener, so that wouldn't be in there.
But yeah, and then in a 20 ounce of Pepsi,
what's in a normal can?
69 grams of sugar.
Holy smokes!
I know.
Well, that's a lot of. If you cut that out right there, you'll probably have results. If you're a
Yes.
heavy soda
If
drinker.
you're already a soda drinker,
where you're
yes.
drinking like a couple a day.
That's
I know.
crazy.
We used to drink so much soda in our 20s.
That's why when people start at Farrell's, like, hey, the number one thing you could do is to get rid of pop.
Mhm.
Like, stop drinking pop, especially if you're
High
a
consumer.
And so I don't know. This is kind of an AI. I just Googled like recommended grams of sugar
Mhm.
per person. So the American Heart Association recommends
20 some.
no more than 25 grams
I was going to say
of
23.
added sugar for women. And for men, it's 38 grams.
Yeah.
That's the recommended amount of added sugar. Not like sugar from fruits,
Right.
oranges. You can drink orange juice if there's no added sugar in there. It's all sugar from fruits. This is added sugar that you're just dumping into your pop. So if you drink a 20 ounce of Pepsi, you're already over your sugar.
But the polar bear
for multiple
says it's better than
days.
Coke.
For multiple days. That one was shocking. That commercial, Super
It was
Bowl
better
commercial.
than AI, gambling,
Yeah.
surveillance, AI.
All right, we're way over.
All right. Well, let's go to break. We'll come back, finish up here. 92.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships. One with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
I'm Alfred Nobel, the inventor of dynamite. So the Nebraska Lottery has asked me to talk about the Cash Blast promotion. Until March 24th, buy a 2x2 ticket and get a voucher. Enter online for a chance to win a $5,000 or $500 weekly prize. If you're winning vouchers from a 7-day draw ticket, your prize is doubled. So when can I explode the dynamite?
No dynamite in the studio, Dr. Nobel.
How about a cherry bomb?
No.
Sparkler?
Sorry.
2x2 top prize odds are 1 in 105,000.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at PAHLincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services is here to help you protect things that are most important to you. Whether it's your home, your family, or your future, Jack Russell has the proven experience to get the job done while developing authentic relationships with you. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100. Again, that's 402-421-9100. Or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or Seward and learn how you can excel in the complicated world of insurance. Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services, a trusted and well-respected representative since 1999.
MWR, a local company of Lincoln, is proud to announce they are able to offer their own post-frame building packages in metal to anyone desiring a building, whether you're a contractor or a DIYer. They can install your building as always, and they offer multiple different rib profiles and loads of color options, including the wood grain metal at great competitive prices. You can inquire at mwrbuildingandfence.com or just draw your desired building and submit it in their contact us page and they'll get back to you. Call MWR today at 402-540-8966.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio, video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between, we'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Rick Heyman here from Starter Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Starter Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at starterheyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back. We get a couple minutes. We have a text from Crowbait. It says, never spoon-fed sugar into my mouth, but if I ever plan to, I'll just drink a soda.
Yep.
So we want to leave you guys with this, something to think about and maybe even try this week. So
Yeah,
Nicole,
if you're a high consumer of of soda, I think this would be an interesting experiment, because soda companies and fast food companies in general, like, they truly do have this down to a science, where they add more sugar and then they add salt, or they add that phosphoric acid to balance that out.
And that's why everything tastes so good.
Yeah, we're definitely their science experiments when it comes to food. It's called the bliss point of food. They know exactly how much of everything to put in to make it as highly palatable as possible. But if you're just curious to see how much, really, truly, how much sugar is in a 12-ounce can of soda, and I've never done this, but I kind of want to now, go and get measure out 12 ounces or 355 milliliters, if you want to be more precise, if you have a scale, 355 milliliters of water, and dissolve in that water 10 teaspoons of sugar. That's how much sugar is in a can of Coke. 10 teaspoons of, just get that teaspoon out and just keep dishing it out. 10 teaspoons. Stir it up and let it mix in, and take a sip of that. And that's truly how much sugar you're having in a can of soda. I try not to be alarmist when it comes to food, but I feel like that is going to be a very different flavor experience than a can of Coke.
It doesn't taste the same is because of all the other stuff that's in there.
Because they need to balance out that sugar. So I kind of want to try it just out of curiosity,
10
too.
Teaspoons of
10
sugar.
teaspoons of sugar in 12 ounces of water.
That probably tastes so gross.
And just don't drink the whole thing. Just take a taste of it. And that might be enough to make you moderate your soda consumption a little bit.
So there you go, Crowbait. I know you mixed the Core Power with mac and cheese, so now it's time to get your 10 teaspoons of sugar with 12 ounces of water.
I kind of want to try it.
And do a little taste test.
Yep.
So. All right. Well, hopefully you guys learned a few things today. I know I did from Nicole, so we appreciate all the listeners, texters, and we'll see you next week. 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Dana Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Dana Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today